Welcome everyone. This is the website sprint review number 87 and forecast 88. I'm going to go through the email that we prepared with the team today. And we have a lot of people on the call, by the way, which is great. So we had two goals for the sprint, which were not achieved. The first one was to finish off the NPM package. So Isaac passed on this task to Caleb. He took over and he did some experimenting on it and hasn't been able to finish it, but it's quite a hard work to estimate in advance, so that's why it's taking so much time. There's always more coming on. So it's basically having all the components that we're building in a package, so we can actually share it on different projects in the future.
Yeah, the French team want to use it for their. Sorry,
yeah, you're Adam. Yeah.
What's in the package?
It's just the components that we use for the new consulting pages. We want to be able to share them between multiple projects, mainly the French project, but I think we might have the intention of adding them to the TNS starter as well.
Okay, the French site is not on Tina.
No, but they want to rebuild it.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
So it's going to make it easier for them to mimic the Australian website.
Sounds like pre-optimizing to me, but maybe it's a good idea.
It's something that Jean's asked for, so that's why we're working on it.
Right, okay.
You happy with us to keep working on this, Adam? Or
well,
I mean, it's almost done anyway, so
yeah,
we should finish it, I guess.
And it's probably a good idea. It's just considering we haven't even got their website on Tina or even started, but maybe he's trying to get his ducks in a row so that he can start it.
Yeah. The idea is that he won't have to do much development effort because he reuses all the components, drops on the page, away he goes.
Okay. All right.
Yep.
Okay.
It's going to make his life easier. Yeah, and the second one was to have Louis create his first page using the new components, which he has done on staging, but he hasn't pushed it to prod yet. The reason is he was waiting to get some nice photos for the page, but we just decided that he should push it anyway, and we can always edit the photos in future. So
the same thing.
Yeah, so that's what we told him today. So we called him in the review and we told him to just push it to prod. So he's going to do it today. So yeah, this is going to be marked down for the next sprint.
Right.
Yeah, that's about the goals. Any questions so far?
Great.
So yeah, as I said, sprint 87 went for 7 days. Matt is our PO.
Is that 7 work days?
Yeah, work days.
Okay.
Do you want to specify work days?
No, it's fine.
You should just, okay.
All right. I would put, if it's 2 weeks, I know there's a lot of holidays, I would put 2 weeks in brackets, 7 man days. Because
it was actually 7 days because he went from a Friday to a Tuesday. So it was 7 working days. Or,
so,
or 10 days in total, if you want to count.
Yeah, I'd put 7 man days if that's what it was.
It's not man days.
It's not?
No, man days. It's 7 working days times the number of people man days.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
So it's just working days then.
Yeah.
But it's only
okay.
I only had one developer, so it's the same thing.
Oh, is that just 1 day? Okay.
I've spent a couple of days on it, so that probably complicates things.
At the beginning, two weeks. If it was a 2 week sprint.
It was not 2 weeks because it was from a Friday to a Tuesday. So that's why it's not exactly 2 weeks.
It was 10 calendar days.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's basically okay. All right, no worries. Most people put sprints in weeks. That's the normal duration. But most people put 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. So
I can put 2 weeks.
1.5 weeks.
Yeah, that works.
Yeah, and put in brackets the 10 days, whatever it was. 10 working days, whatever. Yep.
Or 7 working. 7. I'll just leave 10 days then.
Okay,
or 7. Fine. Oh my God, I don't know. Let's leave it like this. I think we all got it. Next one is working hours. Caleb full time. Isaac was still with us a bit, but now he's mostly working on Tina, and I'm just Scrum mastering. This is the list of PBRs we've been through. So the biggest one for us was actually, so first ones are all the new components we worked on, but they're quite small. The big one was actually that code auditor is finally fixed. So Caleb worked on this, and we can actually now reuse it on website. So this was a big win for us. Adam, do you want to show this through the actual backlog, like the board? Or
I'd love to see the code auditor one just to know for sure what it looks like when it's done.
So that's the code auditor now. So we had a scan 6 hours ago on website, and I can show you the numbers. So we're back to around 363 broken links, which is less than what we used to. Caleb, do you want to quickly explain what you've done and why the number is a bit lower than usual?
So there was no custom logic in Code Auditor to handle redirects. So every time it hit a redirect on our site, it would just treat it as a regular page, and that includes all of the scraping. So what was happening is Code Auditor kept getting redirected to the consulting page, and it would keep scraping the links from that page as if it were unique, and it wound up in an infinite crawl loop. But I've updated it so now it only adds, now it only scrapes pages if it goes to the end of the redirect chain and it finds a URL that's not already on the crawl list.
Yeah, it was basically an infinite loop before, like it was running for 6 hours and then time out. But yeah, now it's back to normal. It takes 26 minutes to run, so same as usual.
What I would suggest, Caleb, to help you get the numbers down is to have a call with Tiago, first thing in your morning. Just try to touch base with him and then say, look at the numbers. Where can you help me? He's very good at getting those numbers down on both the links and the warnings.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can also work on this because I'm usually working on the collator thing, so I can assist you, Caleb. And yeah, apart from this, any other PBI you want to go through, Adam? Or it's all okay? I think we talked about most of them anyway. Next one is our performance. It's up to 78, which is a bit better than last sprint. It was 74. This is on mobile. On desktop, we're up to 74. So yeah, similar numbers. Everything looking good.
Will we be doing any work on this at all?
No, we don't at the moment. We're just happy with the numbers.
Actually, I was doing some backlink auditing during the sprint, and I added a few toxic domains to our disavow list because there were some sites that just kind of look like copies of other sites that were linking to ours.
Does it affect our performance, you reckon? Probably not.
I think it should affect our site health. Oh, this is performance. No,
yeah, this performance. So it wouldn't affect that, yeah. Next one here is our soups, site health on SEMrush. So it's slightly down. It used to be 70%, now it's 68. So we lost 2 points. The errors are the same. What's changed is the crawlability and the main performance, global performance. So I've put the numbers down there. It's nothing alarming. It's just down a few percent over here. But yeah, just thought we'd mention it. We're not worried so far. We just want to see what happens on the next sprint. But it might be due to the changes we're making on the new components too. So yeah, we just see how it evolves over time. But it's nothing important for now. Happy with it, Adam? Or
yeah, happy.
Cool. Next is Google Search Console. Same as usual. The numbers haven't changed much. I'm just going to show you here. So our non-index pages are still around 850 something, and the index pages are around 5.8K. So no big change over there either. Everything's looking good. In terms of fair requests, it's a bit of a change. So we used to have these daily peaks that we saw coming from a Microsoft bot. We don't seem to have them anymore, but it's more like random again. We're not sure if we should investigate yet. We think the numbers are still okay. For example, last sprint we had 58K fair requests, now it's 42. So yeah, again, nothing alarming, but something to maybe have a look at just in case it gets crazy again like it did in the past. But yeah, we just keep an eye on it for now. Deployments, we're up to 8 for this sprint. We used to a bit more, but that's because Caleb is working alone. So I think it's still a good number given we're just one man on the team.
So that's more than one production deployment every day for
this correct.
Squad?
Yeah.
Wow, nice work.
Yeah. It also includes all the Tina, merges from people, from anyone. But this is mostly Caleb, but sometimes you also have people making changes on the website, which you would see there. But yeah, really good work. And we're on the retro.
Before we get to the retro, do we have any stats? Like most of the sprint reviews now, we have some stats, like who's using the website the most.
We don't have any stats now. I wasn't aware of this.
Could you give it a go at adding that before seeing this email?
What sort of stats, Adam? Are you just asked after like geographic information?
No, I wasn't thinking that. I was more thinking of who's updating it. Is it Yuli or?
So developer stats.
No, who's making content changes?
Well, you're gonna see it here, like just Caleb and Isaac. No one else for now.
Right.
So no user apart from the devs. But yeah, I can add it on the next sprint, adding the use like based on the deployments.
Add it on this one if you can, but just look at the Yak Shaver one or the SophieBot one or any of those other sprint reviews. They just have who's using it.
Okay.
The way we
Can I add
trigger
this after the
deployments,
recording,
it'll
Adam?
show up. It'll show up here. So if Yuli made a change on the website, he would have shown up as doing a deployment here.
Yes, but it's are you saying, Matt, that you don't think it's useful to see that because you can just visually read all the names?
Well, we'd have it here anyway, so we don't have to go anywhere else to get it.
I can add a line, just say who is the biggest contributor, if that's what you're after.
That might help, I guess. Yes.
Okay, so there is none this time, but I can still add.
So you're telling me that Seth, Louis, Yuli, Tiago, no one's making any content change on the site?
Not this week, no.
Not to main.
They do sometime. It's just this print was a bit quiet, I guess.
Okay.
I'm seeing a PR from Tiago and Penny here.
If it's not merged, it's not done.
Okay. And
just like this.
One question on that. If I do make a content change, do I need to actually ask someone specifically to accept the pull request, or will someone just see that pull request pop up?
You can hope someone will see it.
We'll see
there's no one who's tasked with that specifically. So it's probably better if you chase someone to do that
so
for
it's
you.
better to ping the person, yes.
Yeah. 100%.
Ping someone on the team. Because we get a lot of emails, like, GitHub stuff and whatever. So we sometimes just filter it out.
Yeah.
So always ping the person to confirm. Yeah, I've just added this, Adam, and in the future I'll put the name of whoever is the biggest contributor on this list.
Okay.
But this week there's no one. Happy for the retro now?
You need a capital D on dev.
Oh yeah, I always do it because of the Scrum thing. But yeah.
And I don't think website is a capital either. Maybe
everything lowercase.
You use a lot of capitals.
Is NA okay?
Yes, that's fine.
Okay. All right, retro. Went well. We had 4. Myself and Caleb mentioned that code edit has been fixed, which is a great win for us because it was broken for 2 months now. Caleb also is happy to work in the senior office because he can work with Isaac and it helps him a lot. Isaac is happy that we're close from having all the new components on the website. So I think there's 4 left now in the backlog, which is great. And I mentioned that Caleb did a lot of done, given he was working alone on the team. So yeah, that's a big win too. So
I would
very
say
efficient.
dones. I have dones missing. It's
okay.
Weird. Yeah.
Correct. Any went well from you, Adam, from Cookie, Yuli?
I am confused about this packaging. Is that only going to be used by France, or is that a generic thing that?
So, like we talked about in the last print review, it's going to be the French website, so they can reuse the components and have the same look and feel there. But also, we're going to include it on the Tina Cloud Starter, so that instead of being a plain page, it's actually got some usable stuff there, and it adds a bit more value to the starter templates.
All right, thank you for reminding me. Yeah, that's much better.
Okay, I'm back to the email here.
Just so I know, how close are we to actually finishing all those components?
We've got 4 components left on the PBI.
I would say 2 sprints.
None of them are in
they're not...
next sprint board, so it depends on what Louis needs them for. If he's got something he wants to push out next week and has sorted the content out for it, that would probably be reasonable to ask to be prioritized.
I'd say maximum a month, Yuli, like in terms of. Okay, any went well from you guys? No, we good? Okay, it didn't go well. We had Matt and myself just mentioning that the goal hasn't been reached. But as we mentioned, it should be done on the next one. So keeping our hopes high. And improvements, just a small one for Caleb to always close PBIs when they're done, because one of them was still open, but it's a very small,
Capital S on sprint, please.
Where was it? Oh yeah, here we go. I missed that one.
And I just put the other improvement for me. I really want Caleb to get these done videos done, like actually done.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Done.
Just to confirm, Caleb, is all that's left for you to upload them to YouTube and then watch them with Adam?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yes. Okay.
Yeah, I was under the impression that it was sort of out of my hands at this point because I drafted an email with Adam in December about it, and it sort of got sent off with a test pass and everything.
Oh, well, it is possible, Caleb. And if that's the case, we could have agreed that that wasn't anything we're ever going to show to anyone, but it'd be very unlikely.
Mhm.
All right.
Just double check here. Okay, sprint retro is done, unless you guys have something to add. 1, 2, 3, nothing. All right, let's go to the forecast. So we've used the same goals as the previous sprint because they haven't been reached. So these are the two here, the NPM package we discussed, and the new components that Louis should merge soonish to prod. It's going to be sprint 88, going for 1 week. Should I change the format here then again? I think it's...
Can I just confirm something?
Mhm.
That sprint goal that says new components,
Yep.
that's not talking about the 4 remaining components
No,
that
it's
are on
not.
backlog. No?
It's
No, we want to have that first page live.
Okay.
The first
fair
page that uses the new components.
Cool.
You want to give it a better name than just components? Like sales components or whatever they are?
They're kind of
Consulting.
reusable all over the website.
Yeah, they're not-
Tina components. I don't know.
Sure. New Tina components. Yeah.
I can change this in both emails.
So who's working on that? Just Caleb, or is Isaac?
For now,
just-
yes.
Mostly me at the moment. Isaac could help out as well, but he's also got some work to do in T&IO.
Right. Okay.
So yeah, it's going to go on for a week. These are the attendees. I hope I didn't miss anyone. And this is the plan for the next sprint. So we have 3 PBIs. So one is the code auditor one, which is going to be recurring now every sprint. Now that it's working again. And Caleb has 2 big ones to finish off. So the NPM package one and this what is again the end?
So when
yeah.
you create a new page in TN on our website, you can't edit it straight away. You've got to wait for it to deploy to staging. So we want to see if there's a way to just fetch maybe like a pre-built page or something when you go to create it, so that you get to see what you're drafting out before you create a PR.
And the reason
after we do that, we want to update the TNA starter so that other Next.js users can use it, because it's a bit of a pain with the editing experience.
And the reason we prioritize it is because Louis is going to have to create a lot of pages for consulting, and it's going to make his life much easier. I think he has to go through 70 or 80 pages to create. So yeah,
Right.
that's mostly for him to make his life easier in the future.
Yeah. Okay. So
right.
I'll just mention that while Louis and content editors like Seth can make all the changes they want on the website, if Isaac, you or Caleb are asked by Wixie or Brooke for a bit of help on something with Tina, give that priority. They've got a fair few problems going on there, and we also have NDC coming up. So anything that makes the experience better or the demos better or the stability, of it.
Both of those are going to help on that front.
Oh, they are.
Please.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, great. All right, awesome.
Tina team for some work.
I mean, it's probably better if I'm just proactive and I ask them if they need help with stuff, because Brooke's probably just going to look at it and go, "Oh, Caleb's booked on the website. He's not going to work on this."
Right. Yeah, that's true. Yep. But
I've put a note, Adam, just in case.
Testing it, you can create an account. Other things. Yeah. All right, cool.
Okay. Are we happy?
Great.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you everybody for attending this call. So as usual, I'm gonna upload this recording on our website, YouTube channel. Yeah. Thank you for attending, and I'll see you on the next one.
Thanks.
Bye bye.
See ya.